And that will close off another victory for the Eagles. This team coming alive here in the start of the second half of the season. They win a close one, 76-75. Hey now, Nathan Medina. Sin Esparza puts it in. Win number 7 in a row. You just can't make it up. The Eagles are flaming hot. Biola knocks off their rival. They sweep Azusa Pacific. This team is something special.
One last home game here at Chase Gymnasium, and it is senior night. We're honoring 2 seniors, Kevin Stone and Myjay White.
Senior night is definitely very emotional because that's like the culmination of like every player's college career. So you just think of all like the work you put in throughout the years. When I started playing, and I was definitely filled with emotion. Like my whole family came out, so I was ready to show out for them.
We're all rooting for him. He's a great dude, great attitude. Kevin's the most likable guy on the team. There's no one that would ever want Kevin to do bad. We all want him to play.
Kev's one of my best friends, man. He's like a big brother to me, so to come in here and help us get better every single day, even though he knows he's not going to be playing a lot, and we love him for that.
I've never seen him like sad or down. He's always happy, he's always goofing around. Like, I love him. I mean, he's like a big brother to me.
Just high character, super nice, super for the team. He's not selfish at all.
I wanted to beat them so bad that Kevin could get on the court, and how much Kevin means to me as a person and Kevin means to the team.
I had so much fun going to the games. Like, I love that I'm an extension of him, and I get to rep him in every game, and he hates how crazy and out there I am at the games, but like at the end of the day, it is what it is.
I was definitely like excited because I knew I'd play, so I knew I'd get playing time, so that was definitely something I was looking forward to. I like to be like very relaxed on game day. I like to eat 4 hours before the game, then just chill, play Fortnite. Then make sure my neurons are firing. There you go. Boom, boom! All right, good start, good start. I remember I was struggling that day, I remember it.
Oh, no. Dude, 44?
No, yeah, normally I do be getting dubs on Fortnite.
I'm great at running in this game. Like Coach Holmquist says, defense is always the best.
I don't think it was my day then, but.
Ah! Dude! Oh, not again. All right, see me 34 this time. Not as bad, not as bad.
Senior day, it almost elevates the game because you have to win on this day. Like, you can't upset the seniors on this day. You got to win.
I just think it's a nice tradition that we have. Of course, all teams have that tradition, but it's a good way to honor guys that worked real hard during the time they've been here.
For Myjay, it being his senior night, I think that's when I started to realize and talk to him, have conversations with him that he was not going to come back for that last year.
I was going back and forth about whether I was doing senior night or not, just because I didn't know if I was going to come back. I still have 1-year eligibility, don't know what I'm going to do with that. At the last minute, I just decided to do senior night just because I've never done a senior night at any of my other schools. So this is something that was kind of, special to me.
I was happy for Myjay because I think Myjay is at the point to where him coming back for another year at college, it's not going to do him any good. I think Myjay is at the point to where he's very smart, he's very wise, he has a lot of knowledge, he's super mature. So he helped our team out tremendously from that aspect.
In the back of my head, I'm like, man, this is my last game here, home game here at Biola. Last home game in college basketball.
But I think for his own personal growth, I was happy to see him go through senior night because I think it's time for Myjay to go out and go see what he's really made of. He's talented too, so he could play. I know he's into fashion, he's into modeling. There's a lot of things that Myjay could really go dive into.
It's definitely nice to be able to relate with someone like that, someone else who's on the team, who's kind of going through the same thing where it's their last college game.
Trying to become first in the Pac-West.
It has definitely been a long time since the team has had this much star power.
Up, Loader gets to go.
Let's get down to it. Well, the Eagles going into their last home game, they've already clinched the Pac-West tournament. It was imperative that they beat their rivals, Azusa Pacific, but they have playoffs coming up, and they needed to dig into this one. This is no easy matchup.
HP beat us in Hawaii, so we made it a point to beat them here at home.
We came to that game senior night after beating Azusa. We're going into the playoffs. We know we got to win this game. Obviously, the D2 level, you don't see 7-4 guys ever. I think he was just very intimidating.
Van Komen will be coming off the bench for the Sharks. It'll be kind of hard to miss the 7'4" center from Utah.
It is hard to miss Matthew Van Komen. Standing at 7'4", he easily stands out.
Well, the biggest thing when you play against a 7'4" guy is what he can do defensively. Like, he would block shots.
Anytime we drove the ball inside, he was blocking that.
The game plan was to, box him out early. Obviously he's tall, so you got to hit his legs so he doesn't have any momentum, grabbing rebounds.
Playing against him it's not fun at all. It's so hard playing against someone that's 8 inches taller than you.
And so during the game, it just, I had to play with a different motive.
And so I just wanted to smoke him so Kevin could get on the court.
We went into that game really wanting him to succeed, to get a big lead so he can come in and do his thing.
That's for sure what they did. Against Hawaii Pacific, the Eagles really played some of their best basketball.
Back out White. Got it. Wow. Tillman now hands to Medina. His three-pointer. Good. And the big man is in for the Sharks. Matthew Van Komen, the 7'4" senior grad.
The biggest part of the game plan was to be aware that he was a shot blocker.
I know I had a shot where I think I spun and I thought I was wide open, extended it. Normally no one ever blocks these hook shots.
Capo going to work from 15 feet.
And he just tossed it out of bounds.
Going in, that one's rejected by Van Komen. Didn't get it over him this time.
I think Tyus and Max did a great job at guarding him.
Short, Medina comes flying in from the rebound, taking away the angle from Van Komen. Adashinish now outside. Can't get it. Capo with the rebound. Casey Capo has 6 rebounds inside. He's actually out-rebounding Van Komen, which has been impressive to say the least. Winbush finds Van Komen too far, and it's going to be to the white and red.
I think that was our game plan for him, and it succeeded.
Arunda going to Parrish Tillman inside. A couple shimmies. Off the glass, yes.
Tell you what, Tyus has shown a lot of growth this year.
Yeah, Tyus is a guy who just got progressively better game after game, and we really saw him hit his stride those last couple of games.
Yeah, the 3 was running down. I asked him for the ball, he gave it to me. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pull it right here. And right when I left my fingers, I was like, oh, this is good.
Parrish Tillman wants one of his own, and he's got it.
Just his mindset started to turn. He started to realize what he could be. If you asked him, he would tell you what I always told him. Yeah, I said, it's there. Be the beast. It's in you. Just let it out.
A handoff from Parrish Tillman. Parrish Tillman goes up and in. A lot of contact upstairs.
That is a grown man bucket right there.
An 11-0 run for the Eagles going into the half.
Being able to have a comfortable lead in that game was huge for us because, to be honest, we wanted Kevin to get in the game.
Hey, first 4. We're blowing him out. We're getting Kevin in the freaking game. No, I started to do like that in the second half for sure. I was definitely getting anxious to get in there because I was like, dang, man, we up by a lot. When's he going to put me in?
Biola honoring 2 seniors today, Myjai White and Kevin Stone. We'll probably see Kevin Stone a little bit in the game later on.
Especially coming off the bench, you want to get in as soon as possible because you're getting like cold and stuff. So I was just like stretching during each timeout and everything, like staying ready.
As a team, we knew we had to do our part to get Kev on the court, especially on his senior night.
Medina left wide open. Marza has a lane, has his floater. Always the bread and butter.
I kept looking at the clock, and I remember like 10 minutes left on the clock. I look up, we're up by like 15 or whatever. I'm like still looking over at coach, like, hey, you gonna put me in? He's not even looking my way.
When we went up by like 30, I was surprised that I was still on the court.
21-point game. Capo, nice spin, nice bucket.
5 minutes go by, and then I'm like, dang, man. Like, I'm kind of mad. I'm kind of upset. I'm like, dang, man. Like, I'm trying to get more minutes.
Taken away. Here's White. Lays it home.
And 2-minute mark comes, and all of a sudden I hear, Kevin.
Sub coming in, and here comes senior Kevin Stone. Jeff, this is what we wanted to see all night.
And yeah, Coach Holmquist called me in. Yeah, I was ready to go. I was just like, I worked hard for this. Let me just enjoy these last few minutes of the home game, the last home game.
Oh, I need Kevin Stone to pop a 3.
See Kevin get up going in, automatic, let's go, Kev.
He's a fan favorite, let's just say that. Everybody loves him.
And then seeing the fans across, like, they're going crazy too for Kevin, like, that's just love, man. Like, that's just the Biola community.
The amount of support for Kevin Stone.
It was really cool, Kevin checking in and being able to spend those last couple of minutes on the floor with him.
Give Stone an open lane.
Let him cook, as they say.
Here's McDowell.
This place is going nuts.
Coach Holmquist just put this play in. It was pretty good. It was a play where the 2 or 3 guard runs baseline to baseline.
Stone into the corner.
And I drive by and I hit a floater.
Looking to get a shot off. His floater rolls in!
Count it, Jeff, count it. This place is going crazy.
Goes in, I was like, hey, count that, count that.
Kevin Stone, a set of points.
Seeing Kev get in there, hit that first one, we were like, we know Kev can do this, but it's so awesome to see him out there cooking like that. We got fired up, we see the crowd getting fired up.
They gave him the ball, and then that 3-pointer, I can still remember it.
Where's number 4? Stone again.
Pull up, Kev.
Off the screen. Oh my gosh!
Calling Kev. Calling Kev.
Kevin Stone, 5 points in under 30 seconds.
Just like everybody in a state of rapture in Chase Gymnasium.
I'm like, yeah, I'm so happy for Kev.
Stone again, fouled, but he's gonna go to the line.
Probably the most fun I've ever had on a broadcast.
Kevin Stone off the bench has 7 points.
Well, it would have been 40 if he played the whole game, right?
79-58, what a perfect ending to senior night for Majay White and Kevin Stone. They are hyped for him.
See Kevin thrive like that, get his shine, and just seeing my big bro really succeed like that, it made me very happy, man.
Make sure I give him a hug after too. I got a little emotional.
I was proud of Kevin, the way he came out, just lit it up. That was legendary.
It puts tears in my eyes for me to be present in that moment and be supporting him and just watch all that love overflow for him and then see him actually be able to execute and produce and completely kill it.
Just all the hard work that I put in, coming to fruition. Yeah, man, it was definitely a great journey.
Probably didn't work out athletically as the way that he would have liked.
I was definitely thinking about quitting. I think every athlete who goes through tough times like that, they think about quitting, and that's where you really got to dig in and persevere.
I know it's tough, man, just what he's been through, so I commend him so much just because I don't know what I would do if I was in his situation.
I love that as the moment came, he was ready immediately, and I've never been more proud of one of our players. You win a championship, whatever, to me, that's winning a championship. Seeing a guy have a moment like that was great.
They'll be honoring Majay White and Kevin Stone.
Kevin should have been starting Kevin, looks like
I was like, Coach, I don't know if you really mean that because you didn't play me after, but
we're real proud of Kevin. We're very happy that he came here.
And I'm glad that he showed gratitude for me on senior night, even though we don't see eye to eye, me and Coach Holmquist, and I don't understand sometimes why he didn't play me and how we still have that respect for each other.
You like to see somebody who's worked hard and been well liked by his teammates have a nice night like that.
Majay White's such a great leader out there too. He's been so impressive. Man, you can tell how much they love this guy.
He's taught me a lot through the journey. He's one of the guys that I kind of just go aside to and just talk about life with.
After the game, it got a little emotional. Over my past 5 to 6 years of college basketball, I did the most. I made the most out of it.
Even though we've done it this 1 year, I feel like in many ways I've coached him for 3 or 4 years.
He has such a special life ahead of him, and I can't wait to see what he does with it.
I'm gonna miss him. I hope he can come back.
First, I just want to say thank you guys for, accepting me, bringing me in.
Coach, I want to say thank you for, allowing me to come back. That means a lot to me. It means that you value me. I think you guys are all family and brothers to me. So, thank you.
Yeah, on three. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
So just celebrating them was a cool moment for all of us as a team.
Great watching these two and great watching this team. Biola inching closer to a better seed in the Division II West region.
The Eagles, they finished 17-11 this year, 12-8 in conference, but got them the 4th seed in the Pac West tournament, which was enough to get in.
The top 6 make it to the conference tournament. We were the 4th seed. Hilo was the 5th seed.
Obviously, you want that first 1 and 2 seeds because that gets you that first round bye.
But it's win or go home. After that, your season's over with.
Obviously, you want to make it all the way. Biola was one of those teams that could for sure do that. And they win the Pac West, they go move on to a bigger tournament.
The stakes of us winning the whole thing was really high because that was the only way we were going to be able to get into the regional.
The main focus was just beat Hilo.
Coming in as the 4th seed and White Hilo obviously being the 5 seed, we knew it was going to be a very evenly matched game.
We split with them 1-1. They beat us there. We beat them here.
7 seconds left. Here's Medina. Off the glass and in! And that's it! Nathan Medina, the buzzer beater off the back.
Last year we beat them 3 times. We actually played them in the first round of the conference tournament. Same thing, 4 versus 5 seed, and we beat them by about 20. So I think we had a lot of confidence going into that game.
The vibes were high going into that game. I thought it was cool just being able to spend that time with the team and get away from our school and prepare for the biggest game of the year.
I just have a feeling like that we'll beat Hilo. After we beat Hilo, we'll beat Point Loma, and somehow miraculously, like it's gonna be Azusa, Biola, and we're gonna beat them a 3rd time. It's blessed for sure. Blessed University, DU baby.
Yeah, I mean, all year it was just a privilege to be in the van with Coach Mike. That was the most fun road trip I've ever had, probably. We were just playing music the whole time, full volume, just sing-alongs. And so, just joking around.
You on track, bro? Yeah.
And to me, it really was a testament to how close this team had gotten.
That was my first time in San Diego. That was good, man. Just riding around with the guys, going to go eat out at nice restaurants.
Yeah, it's fun. Probably too much fun. Like, we got tires.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. As a team, we bonded the most we've ever bonded before. Always goofing around together.
And then we got My J.
Come to worship in the house of the Lord.
Beautiful day out here.
Hey, man. You heard the word of the day?
Bro, Nate, stop being antisocial, bro.
He's on the phone with his girl. Hey, baby, I miss you.
Nate, are you on the phone right now?
No, I'm not, Nate. I'm not. I'm just already back there.
And Kevin's funny. Like, he's hilarious.
Come on, bro. Come on.
So it was just great to be able to spend time with the guys and be able to go to Point Loma a day early and just kind of get used to kind of the environment, stay in a hotel.
My crib, welcome to MTV, welcome to the hotel room, you know.
It's a team that really likes each other. There are a lot of teams that aren't like this, so I think they understand and don't take it for granted that there's some real good relationships within this group.
Yeah, me, you, Nate, and Real. I'll sit with Nate. Yeah, he got it.
We all were together and had fun with each other, and to me that was the sign of a special team.
So all 6 teams are there, only 6 teams make it to the tournament. So the practice was there's like a time limit on it. You get 45 minutes, something crazy like that. So you gotta make the most of your time. And as soon as we walk in, as soon as you get your sneakers on, your shoes on, that time is gone.
Here we go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go, bounce it. Get down, get down. Baseline, baseline.
Honestly, like, keep it 100, like I think we could have been more prepared with our time. I don't think we were just prepared for how fast that time goes.
Here we go, Black, hurry up.
And you have to go through scout stuff.
The big pet peeve of mine is scouting. A day before a game, we have this thing called, scouting reports where we go over, player personnel, how to guard them.
But by this time, we'd already played them twice, and so they knew their personnel pretty well.
Let's get Hunt, you can be right there. MyJ, you be Ramsey. Kev, you can be Kosikowski. And then let's have Chris, you can be Mitchell over there.
Just so you have a better sense of how to guard this person when it comes, game time. And you know, some guys, obviously with, their first time being in college basketball, didn't take it seriously. And it boiled me to a T. A lot of spacing out, not really paying attention to mainly Coach EJ.
So listen, let's say MyJ goes back door, he's hedging, you're Xing out, then you're the swing.
Those are the type of things that get us beat in games, not paying attention to detail.
Don't get face cut, Nate! Don't get face cut! Jump to the ball! Hey, Nate, Gary face cut you the first time. That's lazy. Don't get face cut. Jump to the ball. Here we go.
Player personnel, scouting.
Gotta talk, Ty. Gotta talk!
That's just the time when you lock in.
Let's go, Kev. Come on, move it! Hey, Casey, it's not a handoff. You got a V cut. He's passing and following.
You could play a team in the season and take care of them, and then go out and determine they already have your book. They played against you twice already, and then they have all your film, so they know all your plays. So if you don't come with something different, some teams will be able to sneak up on you.
So when I would get on guys, they were kind of, butthurt about it, just because they didn't know where I was coming from. Guys didn't want accountability.
Guys, you were here, and the ball was out there. You got to get out here, and then you're here. I can't impose the way that I played basketball on anybody else, but I can certainly try and push them to be the best of themselves. You're going to be all the way out at this line when the ball is at the wing.
But all it is was just guys just wanted guys to take it more seriously because they cared, and even just to help them out as a person and a player, because that just makes them more of a professional. In this game, it's all about professionalism.
I think, for myself, I could have been a little more prepared with that time.
And so that type of stuff did hurt us.
What are we here for? All right, we've had a lot of fun traveling. I think we're here now to try to win one game at a time and try to do something pretty special down here. Try to win a championship. That's what we're trying to do. We got all kinds of people that have played at Biola that'll be following you down here that you don't know or you don't know about. You've got a following. They won't be in the stands, but there are all kinds of former players that follow our program that will be following what you do here, all right? You're part of the history, all right? And when you play tomorrow, there are going to be people out there caring how you do, even though you don't see them. Especially at Biola, you have this sense, you have a history, kind of a legacy with other people, and a lot of former players have come back and gotten to know guys that were playing here at the time, and a lot of friendships of different eras have been created. And they're trying to give people a sense of that. They'll feel that more the older they get. Sometimes it's hard to really get a great feel for them when you're in college, but they're part of all that. They're part of the history, and I just wanted them to know that there were a lot of former players that would be following the game the next day and caring about how they did. The reason I still love coaching is things like this. What else can you find where you can throw yourself into it like this with a team at a young age where you can look back on this later on in life? This is a great opportunity. You don't know what will happen next year. You see around us, even on our teams, guys get hurt. Injuries, close losses, you can't control those things. If it doesn't happen, we went for it. That's all we can do. That's okay. All right, that's okay. But if we really go for it, we give ourselves a chance.
This is it, guys. It's do or die. Every last game counts.
This is the playoff time of the year. This is the time when we should raise our level. You get a chance to touch some kind of greatness, all right? Some kind of competitive greatness.
For us, it's about how much we want it. We got to just leave it all out there. We know what we can do.
We came in the game pretty confident. We had beaten Hilo earlier that year, and we knew it was win or go home, but we had just come off a win against Dominican and a few wins against HPU and APU.
APU's your winner, 56-55, as the Sharks fall in the quarterfinals to Azusa Pacific.
It's going to be fun. Let's go, man. All right, every game we play at this time of the year is a potential last game. This should be a playoff effort, all right?
Let's get one and two. Hey, repeat on 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Hello and welcome on into Golden Gymnasium here in beautiful San Diego, California. Getting ready for the Pac-West quarterfinal opener here in San Diego.
And a matchup that features two teams that are even in many ways on paper. They were both 12-8 in the Pac-West this year. They split their 2 games in the regular season. Here with the winner advancing to play Point Loma.
So against Hilo, we're playing them pretty close for the first 10 minutes of the game.
The tip goes to the Vulcans. Ball now drives through the key, all the way through the paint, and lays it up and in. Vulcans on the board first. To Medina, he'll drive through the lane. Little runner, high arcing shot, drops through. Mitchell, open three-pointer is good. Malik Mitchell with the 3. Chases the ball down, gets it inside now to Parrish Tillman. He'll jam it home with emphasis. 5-point lead for the Vulcans. 12:44 to go first half.
Yeah, Hilo came out the gate firing.
Back outside. 3-pointer on the way from Edwards. He got it. Aaron Edwards. So he'll back in against Capel. Off the glass and through.
Why Hilo just hitting every shot, which is kind of annoying.
Skips it back out. Kozakowski left hand. Good. Kisses it off the glass.
Hilo is a really good team. Well coached. Guys that buy into the system.
Trailed by 5, trying to bite back into that a little bit right here on this possession.
And then we just could not make anything. We had a lot of open shots, a lot of shots just around the rim that just were not falling.
High-arcing shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Mitchell.
We missed some shots and we lost some momentum.
I had a couple open shots I just couldn't hit.
White, his 3-pointer no good.
It became very frustrating.
3-pointer on the way off the mark.
Watching that game, they almost looked a little timid out there.
There was a stretch, I think, where Casey missed 2 layups in a row.
Pretty move. Off the glass, the shot does not go, though.
I was missing just easy layups. I don't know why. I was just a little tense that game.
2-on-1 break. Capel will take it in. Again, it goes off the glass.
Maybe they were too locked in, too just focused maybe on themselves. I'm not too sure.
When you're struggling to score the ball, the defensive end becomes that much more important.
And it seemed like the shots were falling for Hawaii Hilo.
Yeah, it wasn't even that we were just missing shots, as they were hitting every shot.
Jumper is good. 22-10. Largest lead of the game for Hawaii Hilo.
But then on offense, it was just too hard for us to score. Shot
blocked from behind. It really put the clamps on defensively here on Viola.
We just did not come ready to play.
This one goes to Pete, and a great pass from Elsie, and slammed home by Nadri Pete.
Apparently last year, Viola dubbed them in the first round. So obviously this game, they took it personal. We ended up taking a spanking early.
Everything going the Vulcans' way so far here. Still a ways to go.
So to just see that lead slowly go from 5 to 10 to 15, all the way up to 20 plus for them was demoralizing.
And kind of shocking when, we looked up at halftime and we were down by so much.
Vulcans 36, Eagles 15.
We were just what even just happened? Definitely did not think we were going to be down 20 in the first half. And such shock of just what is going on? Is our season really going to end right here?
I think we were ready to play. I think we were emotionally prepared and really wanted to win. I just think it was not a good day for us as far as shooting the ball.
And just the whole game, we were trying to play catch up.
You got a lot of time here. You got a lot of time. Get your shot, play real hard. Huddle every time on dead ball. All right, here we go. Hey, a lot of time.
We went into halftime really just knowing that if we're going to win this game, we need to give it our all.
Carson now drives, runner in the paint is good. Big basket for Viola. In and out, no good. Medina came down with the rebound. Here come the Eagles. Back outside, Milovic, 3-pointer on the way, good. Maximo Milovic with the 3. Big 3-pointer for the Eagles. Viola make a little run here. White gets it inside again to Parrish Tillman. He'll back in against Mitchell. Shot, good, and he was fouled.
As Parrish, Tillman, in big games go hand in hand. We saw that with Azusa. We saw that even with the first round of playoffs, where he just showed up. He did his job.
Right back to Parrish Tillman. He'll bang it home off the glass. 61-49. Lead cut to 12.
He was trying to get everything going for the Eagles.
Came far from over, of course.
He was one of the 2 spark plugs outside of Esparza who dropped 20 points as well.
3 left side, got it that time. Daniel Esparza heated up a little bit here for the Eagles. Drive, reverse layup from Daniel Esparza. Head coach Dave Holmquist and crew need more of that from Daniel Esparza. 7:30 to go.
But outside of them, it was just normal.
Like, we were not going to be perfect defensively. You know what I'm saying? Like, we started having breakdowns.
Relzi on the drive, and he'll drop it home.
They were capitalizing on those breakdowns.
Three-pointer on the way from Noor, and it is good. Zed Noor with the three-point basket, 69-53.
So the defense, which Coach Holmquist really circles in on, of how he really wants to take pride in their defense, that didn't really show up, unfortunately.
Pulls up, got it. He is feeling it this afternoon. In fact, White Hilo has not trailed in this ball game.
Kept fighting, but ultimately in the end, Hilo, they just kept pulling away, and that was that.
And a rebound jam from Nodrick Peak. And the lead now is 20 for UH Hilo. And that might just officially put this one in the can.
That game was just really disappointing, man. It was one of the most kind of disappointing feelings I've had to cap off a year like that with so much talent that we had.
I mean, I was just disappointed in how poorly I played. It was the biggest game of the year, and I probably played my worst game of the year. Just for me, letting down my teammates was just really disappointing for me, and just not coming out ready to play. I don't think we came out ready to play as a team.
It was pretty sad to see the way we went out.
Vulcans now smelling victory in a game that they led from nearly start to finish.
And it's still kind of tough to talk about and think about. I've watched the game back once or twice, and it's still really hard for me to watch because knowing that they played me really well and they played our guys really well. And we couldn't hit a shot, and they hit every shot.
We struggled too much to really score the ball.
They did everything they could, and unfortunately, we came up short.
There's frustration, there's disappointment, but there's for sure sadness too. There's guys that you're never gonna play with again, man. So like guys like Maxie and Kev, like you're just never, most likely not gonna play in a real basketball game, competitive basketball game like that, like ever again. I'm like, dang, like this is the end of an era, man. Like this ain't gonna happen again.
Especially sitting on the bench too, like where and as a senior, when you know that if you lose this game, like it's your last college game ever, that was frustrating for sure.
Kevin Stone will bring it up the court. He's a senior, his last game. He'll take a three and swish it. He'll remember that for the rest of his life. Three-pointer from Kevin Stone, his last shot, more than likely.
Especially coming off that senior night game, I was like, hey coach, you can use my shooting for tonight. We're kind of not shooting too well. But, it is what it is.
And I think there's sometimes, like, as a coaching staff, like, you go back and you think, like, man, like, maybe we should have used Kev. I don't think that Kev has, like, proven himself on the defensive end. For Coach Holmquist to really trust him, got to credit Kev for still being a good teammate.
Vulcans now will dribble out the clock, 84-72, and that will be the end of the ballgame.
We got beat bad, and that's the only way you can put it. They played really well. Hats off to them as competitors.
Yeah, I think the worst part was just seeing them take their name and put it on the bracket and punch their ticket to the next round.
Yeah, it was rough.
The end is inevitable, and unfortunately, Biola's ending to the season was a little earlier than they expected.
Going back to the locker room knowing our season is over. No playoffs for us after this. There's just no words. I mean, it was just gut-wrenching.
And you guys have worked hard, and we just couldn't make baskets today. We just didn't play as well as we do sometimes. That happens.
Kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, especially with how the year started, how promising it was. We could have done something really special.
I was watching them go 7 in a row in the month of December, and I was like, they could really do this. They were playing some great basketball.
Was a disappointment because, like you said, we were at a time tied for first and fighting for first place, and that just speaks to we ran out of gas.
We had high hopes of going a lot farther than that.
And so, yeah, I was very angry and frustrated with how the year ended.
Yeah, I was super sad, like, that college basketball is over.
I got my jersey.
I remember I was like, man, I don't even want to take my jersey off. I think I was one of the last people to leave the locker room. I remember like saying thank you to coach for everything. And yeah, but I didn't want to leave. I was like, dang, but you know, all good things must come to an end.
Nah, this season wasn't a failure. If anything, man, the thing about me, man, I don't believe in failures. It was a lesson learned. This is probably the best team I've been on by record. This school is a winning school, has a winning tradition. I was very appreciative to be a part of that.
Hilo played a great game. You know, they beat us.
It wasn't even a game, man. We never got within single digits.
What did we get within, like 13?
Like 60.
It actually looked like we were going
61.
It looked like we were going to come back.
But it didn't take anything away from our legacy or what the guys did this year. That legacy was made up in the hundreds and hundreds of moments throughout the season where they shined for Christ. That's the legacy, not the last 5 minutes of the Hilo game where we didn't come through.
God is good, and He gave us a great year with a lot of great memories, man. And it's truly been a fun ride.
Oh, it was so fun. We got a full team picture. Get to see all the guys dressed up out of their casual wear. We got to just talk about all the memories this year, crack some jokes, and have a good time.
So at the beginning of the year, I wrote down a checklist of goals that I wanted to achieve throughout the year. One of them was to win Biola Breakout Athlete of the Year. Being nominated and realizing that, you know, other people, other coaches, and other athletes noticed what I did throughout the year was really cool.
When I talked to him before the gala, I was like, "You a little nervous?" And he goes, "I'm a little nervous," but he was like, "This would be the last thing I need to check off in my accomplishment books."
And I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous.
And now, I am pleased to announce the 2024 Breakout Performance of the Year goes to Nate Medina.
And after that, I kind of like blinked out.
Nate stepped up in his sophomore campaign. He led the team with 16.3 points per game while starting in 28 games.
Comes Medina, leading scorer for the squad. Medina, the three. Bang! How about it? Medina, he scores in the foul. Cold-blooded. Medina trying to get another one. Yes, he does. Oh, he's fired up.
He pretty much put Biola on the map with his scoring, and it was just incredible watching him.
I was just so proud because I just knew all the work that he put into it every single day, all of the intangible things that go into being able to accomplish something like that. Just seeing him do the work throughout the whole process was such a cool experience.
To my teammates, thank you for being brothers to me. To my roommate Jonah, I appreciate you so much.
I was really proud of him. You know, I had to be on his tail a little bit throughout the whole year, keeping him in check, making sure he's focused. You know, sometimes he be with the lady a little too much. Gotta get him back over here in the gym.
To me, it was a really cool way to wrap up what was a special year for me.
Through this summer, he's going to put in all kinds of time trying to improve. So I look for him to be very good next year.
The biggest learning lesson was probably having grace, you know, practicing grace, having patience with guys. I haven't been at the level I've been with, and taking the time to understand that, hey, maybe it's my time to teach them versus in the past, guys were teaching me, so now I got to pass that forward. And so I think that was the biggest learning lesson for me. It's not about me anymore, or it never was, but it's about passing wisdom down to the younger generation and just, like I said, being patient with it all.
Just great memories, like, you know, just being able to show up and work with Coach Holmquist every day. You just start to see that, just like how good of an individual, how good of a person that he is. And then, you know, like, just the guys, man, like Coach Mike, Stiver.
Talk to me. Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me.
Stop doing that.
Whoa, you kind of strong, ain't you? No hugs, no hugs.
I don't know if I told you guys, Hannah's pregnant again, so about to have baby number 2.
You wanna go back to mama?
We don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I would love a young EJ out here. You feel me? I would love a young EJ so I could tell like the homies, you know what I'm saying, my son to beat your son up. No, I'm playing. You know, whatever the Lord has for us, praying for just a healthy baby and a healthy mama.
Yeah, ever since the season's over, I took like a couple weeks off and just been really focused on my career. And in the off season, I have my own business. I train kids, 6th grade to high school, and being a personal trainer, a basketball trainer, is kind of like a dream job of mine to make it to the highest level one day, maybe be an NBA trainer.
And yeah, I've been training a kid. He's from China, and he actually came here. He plays high school basketball at St. John Bosco. I was able to train him here at Biola.
And one thing I really love to do is just teach them like things I didn't learn at their age, so they can be ahead of the game, give them an advantage. And with the talent that the Lord gave me, I got to give back and show the kids, you know, how to play the game the right way and how to play for the Lord as well.
I definitely like kind of have a heart for helping people, so if I could do that through basketball, that would be great. After college, I actually still want to play basketball. I want to play professionally overseas. I prayed a lot about it, and I felt like God put it in my heart that I'm still like healthy. I still have good basketball left in me.
The class of 2024. So I wish you great joy as you receive your degrees tonight.
I've been doing like an internship with financial planning right now just because I know basketball will end eventually, and I do want to get into a career with financial planning after that, but I just want to play probably for the next few years if I can, God willing.
To the class of 2024, you guys are Eagles. Don't forget it. Fly like Eagles. You're officially commenced. You have graduated. Congratulations.
I was over there with tears in my eyes, just marveling at how much he's grown and that I've been able to just watch him become who he is.
But I think just overall, like the highest point would be the process of, you know, persevering through those tough times. I grew more in my faith through it too, because I was kind of using basketball as like an idol in my life, I think, because of things weren't working out for me in that area. I was able to like strengthen my relationship with God more when things weren't going my way with basketball. So it's kind of like a trial that I was able to overcome.
Kevin Stone.
Walking across that stage and shaking DBC's hand, getting that degree. You know, as an athlete, sometimes you forget about the student part of being a student athlete, and it was cool to kind of see all my hard work come to fruition there.
My plans was off season, definitely just getting my knee right, getting my mental state right. I'm excited for the journey. I'm really excited for this summer. See how it turns out. I'm really glad I didn't give up because I know a lot of people would have. So I'm really thankful that God kind of pulled me out of the idea of giving up.
Yeah, so next year is my last guaranteed year of basketball. I'll be a senior, and we got a lot of good talent coming back. I know we'll lose Max, he's gonna play overseas, and lose a few other guys that were very crucial in our rotation, but I think it's gonna be really exciting next year.
Because none of us were happy with how the year finished. It just wasn't good enough. As a coach, I think it leaves a feeling that I can't wait to get back to work with these guys and to start pushing for next year. The reality is, with more people coming back, there's gonna be more competition. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that we lacked.
I'm hearing a lot of great depth coming in for next year too. So I'm thrilled for next year, and it just seems like they just keep reloading instead of rebuilding.
With some of the recruits that we have coming in, now we have more bullets in the chamber. You know what I'm saying? We got more gas in the tank. We ain't gonna run out of gas.
I have no doubt we're gonna come out. This fall is just gonna be a battle of guys competing for playing time.
Let's compete, let's push each other, let's compete against each other, but at the end of the day, like, let's win as a family. That's what's gonna be telling about next year.
Just really excited to see what
God has in store for us next season.
It's the Pac West opener here in La Mirada. No better place to have it than right here at Chase Gymnasium.
A lot of familiar faces for the Eagles, but also some new faces that we'll talk about throughout the game. Packed house tonight at Chase Gymnasium, and here we go.
Apo wins the tip-off. Viola's on the pursuit.
Gets a lane, and he gets the bucket. Chris Harris for the triple. Oh yeah! Medina wants the triple. He gets it. Nathan Medina. Backdoor Eric Allen, who slams it home. Sky high, Eric Allen.
You know, Eric has looked good, really good this spring.
Allen, spot up triple. You bet.
He is such a great weapon to have back as he missed last year with a hip injury. He's just an extra shooter to have, and he's already shown it. He is an X factor for the Eagles going forward. Let's see it, three.
Again, finishes with the left. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? Eric Allen and a huge win for the Eagles.
Go, got the first one. 1-0, let's go.
We'll definitely be picked to be at the top of the conference.
The Eagles pick up another huge victory against another great team.
I'm really excited. I think we're 1 or 2 pieces away from not only challenging for a Pac West title, but making a name for ourselves in a national city.
And the Eagles walk away with a 3-point victory. The Eagles move to 8-4 in conference play, 14-6 overall in the 3-game win streak.
Into the corner, Esparza for 3. Oh yeah! Danny Dimes for 3.
You know, a couple things for sure. I want to come into the season healthy and just a better leader overall. You know, now I'm a veteran. It's my last guaranteed year of basketball.
Esparza pull up 3, cash. Esparza pulls up from 3, he's got it. He's on fire. He's up to 26 on the night.
Just come back, best shape of my life. I want to, you know, just give it my all. You know, have no regrets this last season.
Got it! Daniel Esparza! Who can stop the young man? A huge conference win against the Chaminade Silver Swords here at home. The headline, Daniel Esparza, 39. What a night for him.
My whole career, ups, downs, good or bad, man, Jesus is always there. All glory to him, all glory to my teammates, my coaches for helping me. It was just a night I'll remember for a long time.
It's the matchup we've all been waiting for. Circle the calendar, it's finally here. The Cornerstone Cup is finally here. It's Azusa, it's Viola. Let's get right to it. Esparza for the triple, you bet. Off to a great start. Capo, a big body, plus the foul. Casey Capo doing what he does best. Capo will take this game home as the Cornerstone Cup will stay in La Mirada. Casey Capo not only having the dagger last year with the buzzer beater, doing it again here with that dunk.
All that to say is that, like, everybody will have to be okay with taking less. Now we're true Pac West conference contenders and a true championship team.
And hopefully we can do something special here with a lot of the guys getting ready to graduate next year. Hopefully we're all ready to go into that final year together and just prepare ourselves for what will be hopefully a really special year and something that we're all looking forward to.
Well, I've been on a team since I was 8 years old in Little League Baseball. It's hard to find anything better than that in life if you're with a group of people that are pursuing a common goal. They want to work hard toward that, they want to support each other.
Coach Dave Holmquist in his 45th season as head coach for Viola, 4th all-time in NCAA coaching wins.
So basketball for a Christian coach or a Christian player at a place like this, I think can serve a great purpose. I think it can really help change lives and help people grow in significant ways. People really put a lot into it. I think they look back later at their time here as really being something great. I've been able to be here all these years. I'm just still very blessed and fortunate and thankful, and they've allowed me to stay. I can't imagine coaching basketball at a better place.
Hey, fan out, 2, 1, 2, 3.